Hello everyone, this is Rishabh Singh. I'm a legal intern at LEXIS and Company. Today I'm going to do a critical analysis on the Indian judicial system. The Indian judicial system is one of the most important pillars for the Indian democracy. It has its roots since ancient times when the judicial system worked according to the kings and emperors, also the British rulers, and now working as a sovereign and independent body. The judicial system in India has a systematic hierarchy of courts, the Supreme Court being the highest judicial institution, followed by the high courts and other lower courts in the territory of India. The judicial system works for the welfare and justice of people and protection of their rights and liberty under the rule of law. But a large number of population of India does not have access to the courts, and they are unaware about the rights and the duties under the rule of law. Many people in India face problems in the matters of courts and judiciary. Judiciary is granted to a limited section of the society, due to monetary, cultural, and geographical barriers. The litigation process in India is very costly and time consuming and is unaffordable for a large number of people in India. The poor section of the society often deals with a lot of problems and get trapped in the circle of the courtrooms for the court procedures. Few advocates and lawyers ask for high charges and work inefficiently. All these factors lead to monetary barriers for a proper functioning of justice. Therefore, poor people and weaker section of the society gets no help and security of their fundamental rights. People face other cultural issues also. Like, a common man is not aware about the basic laws, and many are illiterate to understand the basic working and litigation in the court. There are less number of courts with poor infrastructure, but the courts are overburdened with cases and are unstaffed to have proper functioning and smooth procedures. People from villages travel to cities for justice and do not have access to any lower court in the town or village. Many people do not prefer to go to the court for justice because of the poor working and costly litigation of the courts. An inefficient disciplinary mechanism exists in the court which leads to delayed procedures and judgments. There is uncertainty and inconsistency in the judgments, and there is no substantive judgment. Around up to 22 million cases in India are pending, and it gets delayed by years. These are less numbers of judges in accordance with the frequency of pending cases in India. Both civil and criminal cases take up to 6 months for trial, and it can take up to 10 years or more for the judgment. Many criminal cases accused suffers from mental trauma and is denied his liberty in pre-trial detention and faces socio-economic problems, as usually the accused is only earning member of the family. So some of the criminal litigation advocates do not work efficiently and check on their clients at faraway prisons at the date of hearing and present poor evidence which drag the cases for years. There exists red tapeism and corruption in the interior working of the court, as we all know. The rape cases in India take many years for the judgment, and victim suffers for years for justice. The Nirbhaya case took around 8 years for the judgment. The number of criminal cases, especially rape cases, are pending for years, and the victims fight for their justice for years. Because of loopholes in the Indian judiciary, justice is delayed, and the people involved in the fight for years are seeking justice. New provisions are required for the quick working of the judiciary. The rule of law should reach to people of India irrespective of their societal or economical status. People should be made aware of their rights and liberty and basic working of the courts. School should also include a subject for practical working of life, including the working of courts, banks, police, finance, etc. Various campaigns by the non-governmental organizations, that are the NGOs, should be based on understanding the procedure for litigation in them to help the weaker section of the society. There should be an increase in numbers of judges and other staffs at the court. More police officers and investigating officers should be recruited for the smooth working of the criminal cases and the investigations. There should be a fast working of courts with the latest technology, and digitalized working and technical experts should be employed for its maintenance. There should be better infrastructure and more number of courts in all parts of the country should be established, and a better system of hierarchy of courts. The law and courts should be updated and new laws should be formed based on today's scenario. More cases should be inclined to the ADR, which is the alternative dispute resolution, which includes arbitration, mediation, conciliation, and less involvement of courts for quick dispute resolution. So the problems in Indian judiciary should be solved for better justice, as the development of nation is known by the system of judiciary. So this was all about the Indian judicial system. Thank you so much.